Okay, guys, welcome back to the podcast. Before we start, I want to say by the time this podcast comes out, Superhuman should be available for Android, hopefully. But I don't think it will be on the Play Store, so you got to tap the link in the description or scan the QR code that you see right here.
Wow, that was quick. I thought you said like a couple months.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh.
We'll see. If it's not ready by then we'll have to
I've been telling
cut
people
this
about
out.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that's good,
amazing.
Kendi. Thank you.
It's really cool because
like people on the street, I just walk up to them and I'm like, my brother has an app, you should download it.
yeah,
It's good
right.
guerrilla marketing. I'll give you a shirt you can wear with a QR
I don't
code
believe
on it. People
her.
can scan it.
I don't think she does
No, I
that.
wouldn't ever go up to people on the street.
She wouldn't.
Unless
Why
there
would
was a
Kennedy
good
go up
reason.
to Why would Kennedy go up to the street when she literally has like 10 million followers on
Right,
Instagram?
exactly.
That's not true.
I might be over exaggerating a little
3
bit.
million.
Kennedy, no,
Oh,
I have a
that's it.
question.
That's a lot. You have 3 million?
I don't have 3 million. I don't know
On
where you guys are
TikTok,
getting
she
this from.
does.
You really?
TikTok, she has 3 million. Yeah,
Damn, Kennedy, when's the last time you
Are you
looked?
sure?
I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't know. I really, truly don't pay attention.
Sometimes I forget that my
It's either
sisters are like.
2.3 or 3.2 million.
It's 3.2. Wow.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I forget that my sisters are social media famous, and then I like randomly go on Instagram or something and look at their profiles, and I'm like, holy.
But I forget it too because I have such a like normal, average, mundane life for the most part.
I don't forget it. So, okay, I have a question. Well, Murphy's going to end up walking on the... Oh, there he is.
I realized cats do this.
What?
I was watching this yoga video of this girl, and her cat kept trying to get in
Yeah,
front of the
because
camera.
they
Like,
want
do they
the
know that you're
attention.
filming?
Oh, yeah, they're
Yeah.
smart. So, Kennedy, I have a question. If we made crop tops
doing?
or tank tops with QR codes to Superhuman, would you wear it?
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think I would either. I'll put the
wouldn't?
QR code on my story, but I'm not.
What,
gonna
what,
put it
what,
on
so
about
my-
would.
what about a QR code on a bandana like you're wearing?
How would they scan that? It's all wrinkled.
No, I don't
Unwrinkled?
First of all,
want a QR
I don't
code
want
on
anyone
any of my
scanning
clothes.
anything off my body.
She doesn't
But
want
Brandon,
She doesn't want to
Brandon,
wear
you
a
should get a
QR code.
tattoo of a QR code.
Oh my God, that's actually
Couldn't do
really
that.
a
That's
good
commit-
idea.
What
On
if
my
it
wrist.
changes?
How would they do that?
Yeah,
That
what
would
if it
be-
changes? What if the QR code no longer works?
Come here, Murph.
Yeah.
Then you
what
get
if
it
somebody-
lasered.
No. Once you have the QR code, you can't change it. It's like a solid.
Happy
URL.
Valentine's Day, by the way.
Happy Valentine's,
Valentine's
Day.
Happy
I had some random guy when I went to get my bagel and cream cheese
Day.
today, which I don't usually eat. I was just starving this morning. He was like on the side, "Oh, Murphy, stop that. You don't eat wires." And he was like, "Happy Valentine's Day." And I was like, "Thank you." And then he kept saying things and I couldn't hear him. And then he's like, "I hope you get everything you want." And I started laughing. I was like, "Yeah, I have almost everything I want, I think."
What else do you want?
I don't know. Bigger house probably.
Bigger house.
At this point, yeah. It's just the cats
Claude's
don't
got
have
you.
a lot of space to run. What?
Yeah, it's all
I
weighing
know.
on me now.
I know. Her and Jesse.
And me.
Well, they want to buy the big land, all the land, and we all want to build on it. So
Today's episode is sponsored by Saily. Saily is a new eSIM service app brought to you by the creators of NordVPN. It allows you to choose affordable eSIM plans from 190 countries in 8 different regions.
I want to go travel just to try it.
So, Mom, if you're ever lost abroad or need an internet connection and can't get any Wi-Fi or anything, you can use the Saily eSIM.
I think that's great. I feel safe.
Okay, Mom, so it's really easy to use. There's an eSIM that needs to be installed only once, so you don't have to install a new eSIM for each country.
So when are we traveling?
Hopefully soon, so you can test out
You
Saily.
test it.
Okay, so how does Saily work? Very simple. 1, you download the app. 2, you buy a plan. There's plans over 190 countries in 8 regions. And 3, you install the eSIM. You can follow the instructions on the app to install the eSIM, and then it's activated instantly after landing, and you'll be able to easily connect to the local network. So guys, if you're traveling to another country sometime soon and you need to connect to the local internet so you can have phone service without your roaming fees going through the roof, then try Saily. Get an exclusive 15% discount on Saily eSIM data plans. Download the Saily app and use code
Walsh World.
at checkout.
The literal only reason I can think of that I actually want to get rich is to be able to buy mom a house, which I feel like is what everyone
Aw.
says. You should want to buy their mom a house, but
But you better get to posting then.
Is
don't
this going to be
work
like a
like that.
competition who can buy mom a house first?
I'm just happy. I would be
mean-
so happy if I could just be like
I
in a
can't even buy
house a
myself
little
a
bit
house
bigger
right
and buy near you guys. Yes, you could, Kennedy.
Yeah, again, you probably could.
I probably could. Yeah.
You just you have to stop paying that high rent in New York first.
Just sell that gold YouTube plaque behind you. Somebody would probably buy that for like a good 100K.
I know. Sometimes I look at that and I'm like, damn, I can't believe that I have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Like,
When's the last time you posted?
I don't even know. Months ago. I like don't look at my YouTube channel.
I'm
Yeah,
posting.
I haven't opened my own YouTube channel in like a year.
What people I feel like don't understand is that is genuinely my life, and my YouTube videos is me sharing my life. And so I can only do that when I genuinely want to. Otherwise, that like there's no other option for me. It's either I really want to do this and I'm going to film myself, edit it and post it and share it, or I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to touch it.
I always want to.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I always want to
right.
be,
Well-
but I have a different mindset of like
Yeah,
I
you
don't
have a very
feel
different view of it all.
Thanks
it's
to
just like-
Brandon, I still get views on mine.
What
We
do
don't
you
do
mean?
anything on that. On the body paint one?
You do?
Yeah, I got like 26,000 views on like the channel last month.
26 stats, not bad.
I mean, that's something for not doing anything on that
But
channel
even
at
when
all.
my YouTube channel was doing really well, I really tried not to look at analytics, but having Brandon in my life always made me aware of it because he's so analytical. And I remember this one point like a couple years ago when my channel started like getting less consistent views, and I was just like, okay, well, I guess my time is up. I have no purpose in this world anymore. And I remember sitting and looking for the first time ever, went through all of my YouTube analytics, and it was just like this whole downward spiral that I led myself down. And after that,
Oh,
and then I
yeah.
was like depressed for 2 weeks. After that, I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
And I really haven't.
Go ahead.
I only look at analytics if I have to screenshot it for a brand.
Yeah, it can be really bad, especially if you're younger, because most people who got into YouTube did it when they were younger and then they blew up really
Yeah.
quick, kind of like Kendi did. And it's like that level of growth, like that. I remember at one point, Kendi, you were getting like such a ridiculous amount of subscribers per day. It was insane. And it's
I
like not
know.
sustainable for a long period of
Yeah, I
time.
know.
Unless
Yeah.
you're Mr. Beast or something.
You're always gonna plateau at some point, and that mindset was something. I mean, like in the long run, I feel like it only made my mind stronger, and it taught me a lot about myself, because it's just such a weird thing to put so much of yourself into like this void where all of these people you know nothing about it are having their own experience with whatever you're saying, whatever you're putting out there, and I don't know anything about it unless I one day meet these people and they come up to me and they tell me about it. But like there's just I don't know, it's just so weird. I think about it so much, the parasocial relationships and everything, because like I have parasocial relationships too with people, but people have them with me. So it's like so weird.
Yeah.
Who's your top parasocial relationship? Cillian Murphy. Do you still like him?
Probably this one I'm obsessed with. Just kidding.
Kennedy.
I'm kidding. I don't really have one right now.
I feel like
I'm really
it's more because the people that get a parasocial relationship end up mutually following you, and then it's
Yeah.
more like a mutual relationship.
Literally anyone I've ever had a parasocial like social media thing with, obviously celebrities, it's different. But even then, I've DM'd some celebrities and I'm like, wow, this is the most boring conversation I've ever had. This is not interesting. But what was I saying before that?
I don't know.
I lost my thought.
All right. Well, I have a story. I have a little thing to tell you guys.
Go ahead.
So we went to the pet store the other day because we were looking for the collars, calming collars, because we're having tiffs in the house with the cats. Like they're arguing and it's a little aggressive. So lately. And so we were looking for the collars. I ordered them from Amazon, but we figured, oh, we need them today. Let's try to go get them. So expensive in the pet stores. But anyway, we go and we find this like container for the food, and we're paying for it, and the guys at the counter ringing us up, and we started talking about treats or something, and we're like, oh yeah, these treats. Oh, Dakota's like, you want a cookie? And it looked like a human cookie with a Christmas tree with the icing on the top, but it's for a dog. And he starts laughing. He goes, he said something about we've tasted them or something. I said, oh, I've tasted cat food before. It's terrible. Because remember the one time, Kennedy, we were in the car and I
saw
tasted
the
it.
video
It
of
was
it. Yeah.
disgusting, so disgusting. And he's like, they're actually really good, the cookies. And I was like, oh, you guys have tasted them? And he's like, yeah. And they pulled out a container from underneath the thing. He goes, we eat them all day long.
Nah.
He goes, they look like the vanilla and chocolate Oreo like sandwiches.
Wait, that's
those.
That is so funny because when I was in high school, my friend had a dog and she had those they looked like vanilla Oreos for her dog, and I ate one and I was like, this is good.
Yeah, they're lower sugar. He said they're all natural, lower
They're
sugar.
super- yeah,
and the
super low
employees
sugar.
like eat them all day long. He keeps them
That's
under the
so
counter, and I was like dying. We were walking out of there laughing so hard at this.
I love that.
The employees
Wait,
at
did you eat
PetSmart.
one?
No, I didn't eat one of those.
You should have tried one.
a lot of
I
things that
kinda
dogs
wanted
can have,
to, but-
humans can have
Yeah.
too. Like,
Well, yeah.
like I think about like, I don't know, certain
Depends.
snacks, and I'm like, this is safe for a dog to eat. Like,
I think it's better for dogs. Their food is better than cats. Cats' food
Yeah.
is like really gross,
Well,
really
dogs
mealy
have
and gross.
I feel like dogs have a more complex like system, maybe. I don't know. I'm literally just like saying that, but
no, I feel like they
I
could
just-
just
I just
handle
feel
a
like
lot more.
they have a lot. They can handle a lot more, but there are also dogs that can't eat like anything bad or like anything away from their normal diet.
Well, that's like some humans. They can't. So it
But
depends
technically,
on
cats
the
can
person.
eat chicken and rice.
Well, yeah, we just gave them chicken and rice because that's another issue we were having. See, when one gets sick, like half of them get sick.
I always thought about that happening with you whenever
Yeah, it's
Kirsty would
scary.
get sick.
I
It
heard there was like a
sucks.
vegan dog that lived to like 30 or something.
Brandon, you're making that up.
No, I'm
Brandon,
not.
you remember
He's got the
when you
smirk
watched
on his face.
How old are you when you watched Dexter?
I was probably in college, so like
Really? No,
19.
you weren't. Because I remember you watching it at Dad's.
Yeah, that's been around a long
wait,
time.
so that was before college then?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was a while ago. I never finished it. It felt repetitive
Yeah,
to me
it's
after a
such
while.
a-
I didn't finish
Good
it either.
show.
Because it got repetitive.
Yeah, I probably won't finish it either because I'm like on the end of season 2 right now and it's already repetitive, but like it cracks me up because he's so dramatic and he like claims to be a psychopath, but he's the most dramatic person ever. But it also reminds me of you because I have these like memories of you watching it in the basement at Dad's house and me watching it with you and getting into like whatever episodes we were watching, but I never fully understood. But now I'm watching it again, like more as like I watch it, but I also put it on in the background, and it's just really funny. Sometimes I'll catch myself relating to him, like a
So
little
you have
too much.
You have a little serial killer inside you.
It's not funny. Funny, not funny.
It's
I don't
possible.
want to say I have a little serial killer inside of me, but something maybe like adjacent to that.
I don't think so.
Well, I think everyone has a little dark side in them.
Mom,
What?
if I like committed crimes and went to prison, you would still stick by me. So
Yeah, I'd stick by all of you.
Well, here's as if Kendi committed a crime.
I'd probably be the one trying to figure out.
oh, that's
like,
a good question. If we all went to prison, what would we be in prison for? And we have to say the answer for the other person. You
Oh
can't
my
say it
god,
for
this
yourself.
is really morbid. I don't like
Let's
this.
start with Brandon. Brandon
I
would
don't like
definitely
this
be something.
question.
Brandon would definitely be something like you did something online. You like ordered something online.
No, Brandon's
And
would
the
be
poli-
like hacking some system that he wasn't supposed to and like stealing money from it or something.
Why not ever steal money?
Brandon would
Never.
never steal money.
Never.
Well, maybe not that, but
It would be like some drug that you ordered to stay young forever.
Yeah, it would probably like be ordering something that's illegal.
And then I'd be helping you sell it.
no, I just think it would
I'd
be
be
him
his
hacking
accomplice.
something. Look at Murphy.
Claudia's would be like assaulting someone who did something to her child.
yeah.
No, that'd be me.
Mom's would
tax
be
evasion.
I pay my taxes.
Mom's would be literally anything.
Tax
Yeah.
evasion. That's
Mine would be
fucked.
like accomplice to my kids, and then
Mom, I fully
plus.
believe if you didn't have kids, you would have ended up in like prison or something.
No,
or, like,
I wouldn't.
in some sort of cult.
No, I wouldn't. I would just spin like a major
Well, if you did go
pothead
to
or
prison, you'd
something.
be good. You look like a gang member with those tattoos.
I no, I don't. I look
You look
like
like
Yeah,
you're part of
of what, a cat
the
gang?
Tiger Gang, yeah. Tiger King Gang.
whatever.
You'll be safe, Mom. Mom, if you shaved your head bald and went to prison, I would not if
She
I
would
was
not
another
do well in
prisoner.
I would
prison.
not
She would
do well in
never-
prison.
she would
She would
so
be the
bad.
one.
Anyone
She'd
would
I'm
be
so
well
not a
in prison.
fighter.
she'd be
What
in
kind of
her
person would do
cell trying
well
to
in
make
prison?
makeup out of food,
Yeah, I'd be right.
like smearing it on her face.
No, I'd probably be like, let me do your makeup.
Yeah, you'd
I'd be
be-
doing everybody's
have
like.
makeup
You'd
in
be the
there.
prison makeup artist.
They do give you some. I've
Yeah.
seen people with makeup in there.
Yeah, if you buy it or
Yes.
your family brings it to you.
Well, I don't know.
I
They
think people
definitely
would like
wear
you, Mom.
it.
I think you would like do pretty well.
She would
Brandon,
end up
shut
in
up.
prison if
It's
she
different.
You
would.
would. That's a good thing. It's not. I'm not trying to offend you. You do well.
Orange is the New Black is the only prison show and the other one, Wentworth. And
Wentworth
I don't
is
like either one of
so
them.
good.
So good. Wentworth is like one of the best women's prison shows I've
It
ever
is
seen.
definitely deeply disturbing, but
It
it
is.
is so
I
good.
can't really watch prison shows. It gives me nightmares. That and zombie things.
Can you
My
imagine living in a
nightmares-
past life?
Zombie things
nightmares
don't-
consist
that don't
of-
give me
No, I
nightmares.
was not. Don't put that out there. I was not a prisoner in a past life.
You look like one, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. You could pass as one with that rag on your head.
No, she just looks like a
Jesus.
character from the Orange is the New Black or something.
Can a girl wear a bandana?
Yeah,
Like,
hello. I wore bandanas a lot.
Yeah, you did. Is
I
the
know.
style
That's
coming
why
back?
I like. That's why I like wearing bandanas. It literally reminds me of when Mom was like in her 30s and I was a kid and she would wear them all the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna start wearing them again.
So am I.
Yeah, they look good on you.
Candy, you're a
listen,
trendsetter.
My bad
And then
dreams that I've been having consist of somebody my arch downstairs.
That means you really care about it.
I literally had a whole night, like a long nightmare that they did it. I came home one day, they did it completely wrong, and I was like, "What is this? This is not what I
Wow.
asked for." And I made them take it all down and fix it.
Claudia and her arch.
Well, I have dreams that I'm in a Zelda game.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
you guys
it's
never
whatever
said
you
what
do
I
the
would go to
most.
prison. You never said what I would go to prison for.
I think it would probably be something about
Don't-
like murdering.
Don't give a stupid answer. Give a real one.
No, Brandon, Kendi's would be something like killing a man that's stalking
No,
you.
I think that's too direct though. I don't think she would
Yeah,
kill him
that's
directly.
too
Self
It might
direct.
be
defense.
like
That's self defense.
it might be like
What do you mean too direct?
what's it called?
Make it more specific.
Mine wasn't specific.
like castration maybe. While
No.
asleep.
She would not touch a penis.
No.
like the Lorraine
No.
Bobbitt thing where she cut her husband.
First, she would cook something and put like weed or whatever, weed oil in it, and get somebody like drugged. Then she would do that.
You can't drug
I think it's
somebody
slow
off.
poisoning.
Yes,
A
you
slow
can. You can
poisoning.
knock
First of
them
all-
out.
Mom, I would never waste my weed oil that I don't have. I would never waste that on someone I was planning to do something bad to.
Speaking of weed oil, show me the pipe.
Oh, yeah.
Look what I painted for her.
Is this drug
Well,
paraphernalia?
I'll show it to the camera first.
What did you ship it to her?
Yeah, I shipped it to her, and it got to her literally in like 6 hours.
6
It was
hours.
bizarre.
When did you ship it?
I think the dude. That's why it was $26 to
Yeah,
ship
Oh, you
it.
shipped it with
same
Uber?
day.
I think he did it overnight. No, it was
Well,
UPS.
listen, they brought it right to my door, which has never happened since I've lived here, and I had to sign for it. And I was on the toilet while the guy came, and I was like, "Why is this man at my door?" Because I have a ring now, so I can see. It's like, "Why is this man at my door?" I'm literally on toilet doing my business.
Yeah, because
And
she had to sign for it. We didn't.
And anyways, I was like, he was holding an Amazon box, so I was like, I'll just whatever. If I don't sign for it, I don't really care. And then I was like, wait, it might be the thing that Mom sent me. So I literally pull my pants and rush to the door, and signed it, and it was. But she also sent me this journal.
yeah,
that's
isn't
handmade.
that pretty? Remember that?
That's cool.
Do you remember we got that
From where?
at the Renaissance
Oh,
Festival?
you got that at the Renaissance?
Yeah.
Here's a
You
little
bought Kate
drawing I
one.
did in it.
Oh, that's cool.
Lovely,
Aw.
Kennedy. Glad
Yeah, there
you're
was
using
this-
the book well.
There was a woman.
It's a candle.
Yeah, what is
You
your
thought it was a
perverted
dildo?
mind
Oh my
thinking?
God, I thought it was a penis.
admit, no. I have to admit, when I first saw
I
the
thought it
drawing
was a
for a split
penis.
second, yeah, I thought it was the kind that you like suction to a wall or
I did
something.
not
Okay.
think that. You guys are sick.
What you need to understand is that I'm not drawing in my sacred little notebooks.
I mean,
Like,
that part
you won't
didn't even hit
find-
me yet.
You never did that in high school or middle school?
draw penises?
Well, like yeah, but
I feel like a lot
it's
of
just
kids
like
did.
the two circles and the thing.
maybe on
but,
the
like,
bathroom wall, not on your.
Drawing
I
your
think it
bathroom wall,
actually-
that's what you would go to prison for.
Drawing on the bathroom wall?
Vandalism?
That's
yeah,
illegal?
vandalism.
I don't think I ever did, but there was
Oh,
a lot of
vandalism.
notes in there. You walk in
Oh, that's
there.
what I would go to prison for. I would probably get caught doing graffiti
I don't think
on
you
a
go
wall.
to prison for that. You just
I-
get arrested and then
Yeah, you don't go to
charged.
prison for that.
Oh, well. They arrest you, though. No, I would have gone to jail for a DUI. Oh, I did. I forgot. No, I didn't go to jail.
That brings back memories of when kids would rip sinks
Not
off the wall
funny
in school.
at all,
Dude,
but
yeah, they'd be like hanging from the wall. What the is that?
They're just evil kids. It's probably Kennedy.
What's not funny at all?
I didn't do evil things in school. I was such a good student for the most part.
You were scared.
Like,
you wanted to. You were just too scared.
No, I've always been scared of authority figures because of dad. And the worst things I would do was just leave in the middle of the day and do whatever I wanted. The worst thing I would do at school is just not go.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't care.
Kenny and I were competing for absent days. I probably had how
why
many
were
did
you
you
not
have at your
going?
peak?
I had over 200 by the
Nice.
end.
Yeah, I remember that's how I was. I think I attended school less than I was absent.
Pass.
I didn't. I told you.
Oh,
I had
you did summer
E
school.
and I made them B's all the way down, and I had to go to summer
Claudia,
school.
Jessie Krim, she sent me on Instagram this like school for making miniature things. And I responded and said, that's the only school I would ever go to. Even though I don't even need to learn because I already know how to make them.
What are kids doing for school nowadays? Since
What do
you
you
can
mean?
literally
What do you
just
mean? They're
search
going to
anything
school.
you need
Going
to
to
know.
school.
They're still
Yeah.
going to school. You still need
school
degrees
still
for certain
exists.
jobs.
Yeah, school exists. Well, it depends where you are, actually, because if you're in California, where the fires were and the mudslides are now, there's no schools. They have to I don't learn from home.
I just can't imagine what school would have been like for me, knowing now that, or if I had the AI that exists, because I would.
Oh, is that what you mean by that?
Yeah,
'Cause of
like
AI?
I don't know what it does it for you. So like,
You know what they
you-
should do? It should be an eye-opening thing to stop testing kids and instead just teach them.
I agree.
I think you should teach like creativity tactics, because that's the thing that you can still get
You should
really
just
good at.
teach in general.
Yeah,
if you're just
no,
teaching and
that's-
not testing.
Literally, I think about that all the time, Brandon, where the school system is so stupid because, like, of course, kids are going to act out and not do well when you're forcing them to learn about things they don't care about at all.
Right, exactly.
When they should be finding their passion in life.
yeah, but they're
And if
not going to do that. They don't care about kids
Yeah, I
to
know,
that
but I can
degree.
The whole school
fantasize about
system
it.
needs to be restructured.
Absolutely.
Well,
it's
it's not
like
just-
ancient.
Everything needs to be restructured.
It's
Yeah.
also that everything's changing so fast that you have to constantly keep restructuring.
Yeah.
Because what's the point of cramming your head with a whole bunch of knowledge when you can like literally type into a search box and get an instant response?
Have you heard of
Yeah.
Montessori schools?
I think I have, but
It's
I
like
don't know what it is.
child-led learning. I looked it up because there was like this school nearby that I always drove by, and I was like, "What does that mean?" And
Are you going to send your kid there?
I don't think so because it's so like I feel like it's more niche, and I wouldn't want my kid to feel like they're like some like outcasted or something because they went to like a. Also, I don't know if they go into high school. I mean, I'm sure they do, but it's more just like based on each kid and what they're capable of and what
It's so
they're
good,
doing.
like a magnet school in a way.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I feel like if a parent can like recognize what that child is like somewhat good at, or if it stands out like or like a talent or something, they should push that. I remember you were good with math, so I would like push math while I was homeschooling. At least they loved art, even though you say that you were good at it, and I would push art. Like there's just certain things that, or handwriting or something. I don't know. Like I just feel like everybody is good at something a little more than something else. And if they just recognize that a little bit and push that a little bit, then
Yeah.
a child will not have as much frustration, I think, in school.
Yeah, I think it's good to just follow your interest. But I was thinking about it too. Like, I think most people do have an interest that you can follow when you're younger. But what if your kid has just no interest?
Well, everybody has an interest in something.
Everybody.
I guess you
has
just
them.
gotta find
Everybody.
it.
Like, I should not have been in a regular school, like learning regular things.
Yeah.
I should have had some type of art inspiration.
But that's what I'm saying. You should have been in a school that focuses on expanding the way you think creatively.
Absolutely. I could not learn the way they were trying to teach me. And so that's why I ended up in summer school and disinterested and a complete pothead by the 10th grade. And if I would have just had art behind me, like even in English, like there's a way to teach English
Yeah.
with a twist of art to make it more fun. And
There's
then it would
just
stick in somebody's brain.
The way they teach things in school so did not appeal to my brain.
Yeah.
That I just didn't care. Instead, like I just didn't try. I know I could do it. I know I can do something when I really put my mind to it, but I don't care. And if I don't care about something, I just can't do it. Like,
But
that's
you
just
still
the way-
did
the way I
good.
work.
You didn't seem to struggle. You still did good. You still learned your math and your English
Well,
and
I
all the
mean,
things.
most-
Here's one of the things. One of the things they do in schools is they separate all the subjects. They're super distinct. So you just have
Right.
like English, math,
Exactly, yeah.
and they don't cross over together.
No.
Like, what if you had like math/art,
Yep.
which was about like golden ratios?
Oh
and
my
how to,
God,
like,
kids would actually want to go
yeah,
to
you can
school
make
and
it
learn.
so much more interesting
Yeah.
by taking the interests of the kid, combining it, and then like tailoring.
You guys want to hear something
them.
funny?
Yep.
The last time we did this, Scarlett was in the other room, and afterwards she was like, it's so funny because I could hear how many times you start to say something and then either get cut off or no one hears you. So you're just like, and she only hears that part of it. And I was like, yeah, I've just gotten used to it. She was like, I was surprised you didn't get more frustrated. And I was like, I'm used to it.
We all have that happen
Yeah,
to
we all
us.
get cut off. I've said like 3 different things and didn't finish what I was saying because
I know it's impossible not to with 4
Look,
people on a podcast.
It is, and honestly, I mean, I think I'm the one that gets cut off more than anybody, or just sometimes I'm like, oh, they're on a roll. I'm not even going to say my thought right now, and then it's fleeting, and then I just forget about it.
Listen, my desire to cut people off literally stems from I don't want to lose this thought. It's going to be gone in a second if I don't voice it. It's not. I'm not trying to be
Yeah.
rude. I don't think my thought is more important than yours. I literally am just going. It's going to go away.
It's basically like who can keep up.
Or you just hold it in your head and you're not even listening to what the other
Right.
person's saying.
When I play it back, I'm like, oh, wow, he said something really cool.
You just weren't
but I don't even
listening?
remember.
I'll just talk really slow and enunciate everything.
That's not true. I listen to my brain is able to listen to many different things at once, or just like not
What
that.
are you, a parallel
'Cause,
processor?
No. You know, technically, multitasking is impossible. Your brain
Yes.
can't actually do 2 things at once, which
You
is
switch
always stuck
between
in my
different
head.
things.
Yeah, which my brain is like doing that to the max. Like my brain literally feels like just like I can't stop it. Nothing stops it except for sleep. And then when I sleep, I have these insane vivid dreams and wake up covered in sweat. So it's just like I have an incredibly overactive brain in every way. It's
Yeah.
so exhausting.
I think my brain is overactive, but different than yours.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, if you can't do 2 things at once, then Claudia's really, really good at it because she can do makeup, and you, Kennedy.
Claude's a good multitasker.
She can do makeup and talk about something like a story
Yeah.
so seamlessly, and I've tried it, and I'm
I
like,
can't multitask.
what was I doing with the makeup? And then I look at Dakota, and she's like, I was like, what was I saying? She's like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, how does Claudia do this? I don't get it. It just like flows with you.
I think I'm pretty good at multitasking.
Yeah.
Claudia really
As much
just
as you
has
can.
like content creator brain. Like you're that
She's just so
specific
good at it.
Yeah.
type of content creator that can literally bust it out and do it, and the
Like, it
specific type
seems
of
so
content you
easy.
make.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I feel like I mentioned this last week. I don't remember if I said it on here, but I was explaining to Jesse because he doesn't understand, or he didn't realize, I guess, that I think this way. But I was like, do you think that I just like randomly film things and just like go with the flow, or like basically that's what he thinks that I do? When in reality, I told him, I'm like, at night, I'm falling asleep and thinking, okay, tomorrow morning I'm going to vlog this, and I'm also going to do this, this, and this, and that will make the vlog more complete, and then I can do this. I'll probably wear this because it's going to be like this holiday, and like things like that. That's how my brain
Is that
goes.
why you're dressed in Valentine's
Yeah.
Day colors?
Well, I wasn't
course.
filming, but I was dressed like this because I
And
did
your nails.
I did bar this morning, and they always do like cute little theme things. So
Our nails match. My nails are like hers.
Mine are
That's
booty
definitely
pink.
Sort of.
something that I've noticed women do that. I mean, I don't do as much. I don't think guys do as much, but really like the night before plan or think
Yeah.
about like what they're going to wear. Does it
And
match
just-
the nails that you
just
have and like all
planning-
that kind of
Oh,
stuff?
yeah.
I just
I feel
don't
like-
think about those things.
Well, Kate's
feel like
really
plan-
into that.
Sorry.
Go
Kennedy,
ahead. Stop talking.
I feel like women are just naturally like we just overthink more, and like that leads to planning things more too. But also somebody like Claudia, one of the things about you is you're really, really good at planning stuff, and you enjoy it. Mm-hmm. That's the thing too. Everything you do, you actually enjoy, and that's why you're good at it. Mm-hmm. Like the combination of being good at something and also enjoying the thing that you're good at is
What's he doing?
He just got whipped in the face with his tail.
whacked her with his tail. I haven't used this yet because I don't
Are you
have
going
any-
to? Oh,
Yeah,
we were
of
going to send a
course.
screen with it. I knew we should have done that.
It's
We
fine, I'll
recently
get my
got
own.
them. Yeah, I use mine. I love it.
Yeah, maybe I'll use it today
Okay,
Yeah?
I want
to
to say,
restock.
I want to say that I'm really proud of Mom for her superhuman.
I'm not doing that
account.
much.
Yeah, you are. She put a
I
lot
don't-
of work into her superhuman account, and I just want to
Yeah.
tell people how proud I am of
Thank you. I actually, it's very cool to see like 1,000 or plus people on there now and actually doing my workouts that I created, that Dakota and I filmed. We worked so hard on those, and they're not easy to film. Like, I got a little better as I went along, but we struggled a little bit in the beginning. And yeah, I just appreciate like watching people do it. Like, I go down and I'm cheering people, and I see like, this one did my fast burn, this one did my 20-minute, this one did my stretch, this one did that. It's neat.
Yeah,
It's really cool to see it working.
Really surreal, cool feeling to
Yeah.
have built it and then see people doing your workouts
Yeah, I
like
can't
that.
even
And that-
imagine what that feels like because you've been so like immersed in this for 2 years.
yeah, it's really cool. And to see people actually use it and like a lot of people sticking with it and seeing the same names pop up, people making their own workouts and adding their own pictures and everything.
Well, I
it's just
got
like
more
such
into
a
it
cool feeling.
recently, and my favorite feature is that you can do AI photos for each workout because I'm the type of person where like all my Spotify playlists, I have to have a specific photo for it, and I will change it 20 times. I was spending 2 hours doing it until it feels right. And the fact that you could just type something in and it makes like some weird AI image,
Yeah, it's cool.
that I like.
Well, the thing is, I want to make it as creative as possible, where you can like create your workouts and they really feel like they're yours
Yeah.
and you made
I
them.
love that.
That's a big thing, and then so people can see it and then get interested in it and share it. Like I did like a butt workout with Kate, and then a few other ones, and then I see people doing it. It's just so cool, and it's not like I like
Yeah.
sent it to those people; they just saw it and like
No,
wanted
they're
to do
finding it. And yeah, it's just
so
neat.
funny.
Like,
Mom, there's been
He's not
trip.
shy. He's literally bathing himself in front of everyone.
there's been over 1,000 workouts completed from your
wow,
routines.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
If I hit done, I get so many notifications of someone cheered you
Yeah.
on, someone
Yeah.
cheered you on, someone
That's
cheered you
the
on.
that's the fun part.
I didn't even know how to do a rest day. I spent like 5 minutes trying to figure out how to do a rest day, and I was like, I couldn't even Google it because it's like a new
Right.
brand new app.
I laughed when you wrote that in the message in our chat.
Because
was
I always
laughing.
forget to put in rest days, and a lot
Yeah.
of the days, mainly if Scarlett's here, I'll forget.
Well, I actually like
And-
I think what you did made it easy with having it at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of updates coming out. Something I want to reiterate like a million times is the app is still on like beta testing, and it's going to become a lot better. I think in the next
Yeah.
3 months, it will have a bunch of new features, and it'll be a lot easier to use.
It's always going to get better because you have to
Yeah.
you have to think about when like Instagram first started, it was so basic and so simple
Yeah.
and like little squares, and
Yep.
it was like 5 filters.
Do you guys
could
remember
use.
Yeah.
when they started Instagram stories and we were like, you're not Snapchat, you'll never be Snapchat. And now Snapchat's dead and Instagram is like the top platform.
I
Yeah.
remember
crazy.
that you guys were so excited about something on Instagram that you ran into my room and you're like, Mom, give me your phone. And you guys had figured out hashtags, and you were copying like all these hashtags and you put them under like one of my pictures. And then
Oh my
you're
God, that
like,
was me.
Watch your picture. Watch your picture. All the likes are going to start happening.
That
and
was
it
me.
did.
Dude,
I used
I
to do
did-
that.
When Instagram
It was tags for likes.
that, but also me and Devore, when Instagram literally was like so brand new, we were in high school, we first started made an account, we found this thing that was like, oh my God, what was it called? Insta Babes. And we sent our photo in and they posted us, and we
That
got
happened to
like
me too.
2,000 followers, and we thought it was
Okay,
the craziest thing.
I did that too. This is why I just always wanted to be Instagram famous, but like mostly for just like making the stuff. Like I would make those little grid posts with like memes on them of myself. I would comment when I was like 12. I would comment under Kylie Jenner's photos like for like, and people would do that, and then they'd go to your profile. They like all of your stuff. You like all of their stuff.
Cut it out.
And I was obsessed with it. I was literally, I would do the tags for likes things, copy and paste, and you would watch your likes just go up. It was so bizarre.
Yeah, it really was.
It's just crazy. Now I don't.
Yeah. So imagine what
at it.
Superhuman's going to be in another year.
I mean, I every day, no matter what, I put like 10 hours into it. Unless we go do
it's
something.
incredible that you do all this yourself.
Like, once in a while, I'll take like a break and we'll go do something. But like, I don't know. I really care about it. I want it to be the best it can possibly be.
Yeah.
So if you're using it now and you're having issues with it, I will fix it. I probably know what they are, and I will fix it. And if I don't, then you can submit a bug about it.
wires. Can you
But one more
stop
thing.
it?
Oh my God, what's going on?
He's eating the wires.
His tail sticking out
he's
the back
under
of your chair.
the chair and sneaking a wire
I
in his
just looked
mouth.
at
If anybody
27
needs
members in my
context,
group.
Claudia's cat Murphy loves to
I
eat
didn't
the
even
wires.
mention it. I don't
That's
know how I have
crazy.
these people in there.
Get your mic when he's gonna.
That's just. What is going on?
He's being bad. He's being Murphy the Menace.
What I was gonna
Someone
say
sit on him.
when we were younger and Instagram came out and I saw that you guys using it and how much you loved it, like one of my like dreams, I guess, when I was younger was to build something that you guys would actually like want to use. For like, I enjoy building. I enjoy building and doing useful things for
Wait,
people.
so everything you do is for us?
Well, when I was younger, I appreciated your guys' opinions. So like if I showed you something and you're like didn't acknowledge
Appreciate
it,
their opinion. I'm going to emphasize that a little more. You like only want their opinion.
Highly valued.
Highly valued.
yeah, but when I
their
was younger, I would
opinion.
like show them something and I would get like no acknowledgement or something. It would be something stupid, and I would be like, it would just demotivate me because I did hold their opinions in high regard.
Because we were the target. We've always been the target audience.
Yeah, so it would be me trying to do some like stupid project.
It wasn't stupid.
Project 10 of like 1,000.
I never thought anything you did was stupid, though. I admired the fact that you were always doing something.
I'm just glad he's sticking with this because
It was
I've
more
seen you
like
try so many things.
You were like the
that-
king of unfinished products,
Right,
and
well.
that's
Yeah.
why,
Well-
or projects, and
He,
that's why
it was
I
unfinished because if he didn't have your support.
You know, no. There was in a cartoon, I forget what cartoon, there was a villain, and they found the villain because he would eat things and not finish them. And nothing he ever did was finished. And I was like, that is Brandon. He always starts things
That
and
is
doesn't
also
finish them.
me.
Yeah.
Me and Brandon are very alike in that way.
Well, and me,
here's,
I used to
here's
do
my
that.
reasoning for
because
doing it.
we're passion driven.
Well,
Yeah.
Yes, but I like exploring as much as I can to see what
Me too.
my interests are, and it helps me like almost check the box off. Like, oh, I did that thing
Yeah.
before, so I know that's
Yes,
not
Brandon,
me.
I literally, me and Brandon have a very, very similar outlook on life. And that's why we have in very, very intense philosophical conversations. But I literally look at every day as gathering data of what I like and what I don't like. And just
Okay.
like life is one big experiment. It's one big game.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and you have to go through a lot of things, and sometimes you get a fear of like, especially when you're younger, like, what if I don't find what that thing is? And like, I thought it was YouTube, and then I did it for a while, and I realized.
Well,
no,
I'm glad you stuck with this because
Well, no,
this
I-
is literally helping people. It literally helped me.
that's why it's so surreal for people to use it, because I'm so passionate about the project and making it better. Like I truly am. Like I just love working on it, and I love seeing people do things on it. It motivates me even more. I don't know. I've had such a spurt of motivation. Yeah, it's insane. And
Murphy.
I'm telling you now, I promise, over the next 3 to 6 months, however long, I'm going to make this app's going to be, it's going to be good.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's
believe
good
you.
already. Yep.
I think it's good already too. Sometimes I'm on it and I just forget that like you made it, but also I'm used to like you being able to just make things because you made my website. You've made so many things for me before. You made songs for me. Like it's never surprising to me that you can successfully make things. So I don't know. Like I was gonna say, sometimes I'm on it and I forget that this is something you even like. This app is literally from your brain. It's like your brain in app form.
Do you ever think you'll like bring people on, like build a team of people?
Probably.
Probably, yeah, because when it scales, it definitely becomes
Yeah.
a little bit more difficult. But I've tried to build this for scale. So if there's a lot more users, then it should be fine. Like I'm trying to do it do it.
It's
well
funny
from the
because
start.
when he first
But yeah, I do think there will need to be.
when he
a
first
team at some
said to
point.
me, we're going to start advertising it, I said, well, like, how many people do you want? We were at a winery, and he's like, I don't know, like, I just need to collect data. So I'm like how many? Like 20 people? He's like, yeah, 20. It's like 1,000 now, and it's like not even that long. And I'm like, is that enough people for data?
Yeah, I was honestly surprised that so many people listening to this converted over, and it's not available for Android
Yeah.
yet. It's just really cool.
Well-
Like, people just keep coming in, and then people refer their friends too.
Right. And
So
a
there's-
lot of people
Yeah.
are saying they have Androids. So
Yeah.
I want to post about it at some point, but I want to wait until one, I'm very familiar and comfortable with it, and I'm still learning it, and two, you need, well, like me and Brandon have talked about filming some sort of commercial thing for it, but
Yeah. To be honest, it's not really ready for like.
Yeah, he's-
promotion yet
yeah.
I
anyway.
did show it. I showed it in my last YouTube video. I didn't like say go download it or anything, but I just showed that I was like opening it and before I started my workout.
I think if there were too many people on it, a lot of things would be
Would
crashing
crash,
probably.
yeah.
It's literally like a baby.
right.
Yeah,
a
it is
baby
like
app.
a baby.
It's a baby.
It's a baby, and it needs to grow. And then also, like, you guys using it and give me so many people gave me feedback and stuff, and it helps me so much when you leave feedback, because I mean, then I know what to actually address first and
Yeah.
what problems to fix. If something's confusing to you or you like don't know how to get started, then you go to the profile section and leave me a little bug report, because I do
I
see
feel like
it and I respond to everything.
I feel like the people that watch or listen to this podcast, and well, the portion of people that aren't mean or don't hate us or whatever, it's like this little niche community that they actually like, and those are the people who are downloading the app and stuff. So I don't know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a cool group of people. Like, I see all your profile photos and I
Yeah.
start recognizing like who you are, because I go through literally every person.
Yeah, he's on it all the time.
and cheer them, every single person. I don't think I've missed somebody.
I cheer every person
I've cheered
too.
1,000 workouts.
That's
Yeah.
so cute. Aw.
I
because
cheer.
you
I
just
cheer
gotta
a
do-
lot.
The fact that people
I
using
can
it,
just imagine Brandon being like,
Yeah.
it's just so sad. You don't understand. I don't know who I said this to. I might have said it on the last podcast. I can't remember. But the feeling I got when I had like a video that was blowing up and it was getting like millions of
Yeah.
I remember like a TikTok, and you're getting like 1 million views an hour, or something like that, and it gets like 40 million views.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a dopamine hit that you get. This feeling is different though. It's like a deeply satisfying, more
because you've been
rewarding-
working on it for a year and a
Yeah,
half.
and
That's
there
why.
could be
Brandon, I
one
know-
person that goes and does a workout, that to me is like more deeply satisfying than like getting the million.
Yeah.
On
I know
YouTube, 'cause-
exactly what
Yeah.
you mean, and it's because you're doing something that's literally coming from your soul.
Yes.
Like, this is very important to you. YouTube was more surface level, and I felt the exact same thing with things I've put out. And I always get more fulfillment when it's something art related or something like I feel like everything I've ever put out has been somewhat creative usually, but when I'm sharing something,
It's like an energy that's inside of you that you're putting out
Yes.
into reality.
Yes.
And then like I think people
Yeah.
can see that. Like they can see
Yeah.
that it's real.
yeah, creating something is just so special, and sharing it with people is even more special.
Yeah. It's a really fun process. So I'm super grateful that I have the ability
is.
to do it, and then I can work on it all day
Yeah.
without
And if you do get on it and you see a notification from me, make sure you open the messages, because it's probably either a motivational message or an important message reminding you or telling you like something new, or, you know, stuff
yeah,
like
you're doing
that.
a really
So,
good job, Mom.
thanks. It's coming from my heart.
You are. And
There
your
you go, the
workout,
whole-
and her videos are good. Like if you watch her videos, they're actually like really good. They did them in Claudia's room.
Yeah.
You did it here.
Well, did it in the basement,
Yeah, they're
did it
well-
at my gym,
You're a
and we
good
did it in
instructor.
her bedroom. Well, I was an instructor for years.
Yeah.
I taught for like
tell.
20
Yeah, that's
years. I
crazy.
taught aerobics
That's
and
crazy.
step. Yeah. And
You know aerobics is
kickboxing.
coming back, sort of.
Really?
Yeah, because I was
wanna
looking
do
up like
it.
different trends. Like the kind of aerobics that you taught kind
Really?
of died for a while, and now
I
it's
don't
coming
remember.
It's so
I
bad for
feel
your
like I've never
joints.
It's like I've never seen Mom do that.
I mean, that's kind of like Zumba.
Really?
back. I guess Zoom.
Well,
is
next time
similar.
you're here, I'll
Yeah.
teach a class. I was supposed to do that this time.
Don't bring up
So what's the
Zumba in front of
difference?
me,
What's the difference between Zumba and
Why?
aerobics?
because I was going to do Zumba as a kid, and you and Brandon made fun of me, and I never went to that first class.
It was Zumba that you were going to do?
They were like, "Oh, you're going to do Zumba?" And I was like, "Yeah." I didn't
Where were you
understand.
gonna do it at?
At the
JCC?
JCC.
At the JCC, really?
Yeah, they
I
had
wanted
classes.
to be a dancer so bad as a kid.
She would have loved that because that would have been exercise. But well, I started salsa aerobics before Zumba even came out. So I was doing like my salsa moves and incorporating them into my aerobic classes. And then Zumba came out, and Zumba was more like a scheduled, like segmented type of workout. Mine was just random, free flowing, whatever. But it was still really good. And like she would have loved that because that's a mix of dancing and exercise.
I would love that now.
Kendi, I would do a
Yeah.
Zumba class with you. I just look so stiff. I know the instructor. I would be the person the instructor comes up to and is like, hey, like you got to loosen up a little bit.
The next time next time you're here, Kennedy, I'm going to teach a class.
My favorite thing about
True.
dancing is the fact that you don't have to be good at it to have fun doing it. Like I've never seen myself as a good dancer, but I love to dance. And I don't think that it has to be like I think the more embarrassing the dance is, the better.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how you are at Claudia's wedding.
Actually, Kennedy,
Oh
I
my
think you're
God.
very good.
Kennedy's gonna be Kendi. Are you getting your throat thing fixed by then?
Oh yeah.
You are.
Oh yeah, and I'm
Okay,
gonna
that's good.
let loose.
Yeah, because Kendi's that type of person where her energy level, like this always happened in videos when we were filming. Her energy level peaks really high for like 30 minutes and then completely crashes.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know why it does that, but it confuses me just as much as it confuses you. I'm so different from 1 hour to the next. Like I change hourly. That's just
Yeah, I'm very aware of that.
Yeah. What is it, Kennedy? Have you talked about it?
What about her
What?
throat thing? No, she hasn't.
Oh.
no. I have something called RCPD, which is basically your body doesn't know how to burp, and I've had it my whole life. And if the treatment works, I will be talking about this on social media because this thing has like I don't want to say it's ruined my life because I love my life, but
It's made it difficult.
Makes it harder.
It's made my life incredibly more difficult. Like I can't
Especially
even
for
get
like
into it.
social outings and stuff.
Yeah, I can't get into it or else I literally won't shut up. But I'm getting the treatment for it in like a couple weeks. And they do say that so if you can't burp and your throat makes gurgling noises, you might have RCPD. But the treatment is getting a Botox injection in your throat, and then they say that for 2 weeks you're like uncontrollably burping, which I'm not looking forward to because I find burping so disgusting, and when people burp around me,
I'm so curious to see if you'll actually
Same.
be burping.
I know, me too. I literally can't. That's the thing. I can't imagine it because it's been like this my whole life. But I've had so many nights, so many days completely ruined by this.
It's so
whatever
interesting
you wanna
because
call
I
it.
had that when I was a kid. I couldn't burp either, but I just
can't
got
burp.
over it. It eventually just
I know.
started.
That's why I don't understand. Claudia doesn't burp and she doesn't get it. So I'm like, why does my body have so many specific little things that went wrong? Sometimes I tell Scarlett, like, I wasn't meant to be in human form. There's just too many things wrong with my body.
What were you supposed to be then?
A worm.
Something else.
A worm?
Like, I don't know. It just like doesn't make sense to me sometimes that I'm a person.
Mom, you can burp pretty loud, right?
Now I can.
Oh
I
my
couldn't
God,
when I
Mom
was
burps
her
like,
age.
shh. And you know what? I'm scared. I'm scared that that's going to happen to me because I don't want to be that person.
It might. You might
I
just.
hate people burping around me. Like,
Dakota
hate it.
can burp. And
I
I
don't
remember
hate it.
telling her, my Kennedy hates burping. And one day she like burped and she went, and she was around you. She was like, I got so scared. I didn't know what Kennedy was going to do.
She doesn't hate it like to that level.
No, I
yeah,
freaked
seriously.
her out.
It's
I
also
freaked
it's way
her out.
worse. It's way worse if it's a man, and if I happen to smell it, I probably will want to kill you
Ew.
after that. Well, one thing. First of all, Jesse burps a lot,
Yes, he
And
does.
the-
Right, babe?
and when he burps, he immediately blows it out.
You burp a lot.
He burps and then he goes, and I'm like, why are you blowing it out into the
No,
air?
he
Keep it
only
inside,
he only burps when he drinks bubbly drinks.
Right.
which is every day.
Yeah, basically.
It's funny.
Yes. I mean, I listen, I know burping is a natural thing and farting is a natural thing. I fart a lot. I'm fine with that. But like something about burping is just especially gross to me. And I've never Like I'm really scared to start doing it, but if it can,
Scared to start doing it.
Dude, I would love if I could
It's like
burp.
seeing for
I
the
would
first time when they get those
be
glasses.
doing it as loud as I possibly
You
could.
can burp.
I can't. I
literally
Yeah,
literally
have Jesse
Scarlett said.
pat your back
I
like a
can't.
baby.
Air bubbles will come up and it is silent. No burp.
Yeah,
don't
our
know
family
how.
You know
has a
what? It'll
severe-
change when you get pregnant.
Our family has a severe bloating problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you eat, like,
Horrible.
I've had it to the point where I literally want to take like a pin and
Yeah,
pop
it's
my
so
stomach.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
literally had visions about that when you're that bloated.
I have
you're
a
like, you're
photo
just
from
imagining.
yesterday. We had our wedding tasting yesterday. I need to
It's
get
those
off here in a minute.
European genes.
But
Yep.
we had our wedding tasting yesterday, and I literally took a photo when I
It's our
got
Irish
home.
gene.
It's your
Please
Russian
tell me
genes.
it doesn't look like I'm a few months pregnant.
Let me see.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Oh my, Claudia, you were that bloated from that?
You look
Horribly
like,
bloated.
You know what
So
Claudia looks like when
horribly
she does
bloated.
that?
I wasn't that
You know what Claudia
bloated.
looks like when she does. Have you seen those little worms from Men in Black?
No.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I know. That
They're
picture
like-
of Claudia. The picture of Claudia as a toddler where she's like standing at the
Oh,
top
yeah.
of the steps, completely naked, standing from the side. It's not like a weird photo. It's like
It's like an
Yeah.
alien. She looks like an alien
she
baby.
legit looks like an alien.
And my
Two-
stomach
two
still
little
floats
stick
to that
legs.
level. It's so insane. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even. I mean, maybe there is like a certain trigger to it, but it's more just like if I go out to dinner, we eat like a 3-course meal, dessert, have drinks, everything. By the time I get home, I'm so uncomfortably bloated. I'm like,
Okay,
holy
okay.
It's all the
Imagine
sauces.
that. No. Now imagine feeling that. And imagine also having intense stomach cramps and stomach bubbling. And on top of that, you can't breathe and you have air coming up your throat so aggressively that you have to lay on your back and you can't move or else it starts happening again.
Well, Jesse, we discovered that he has
That
he'll have
sucks.
GERD really bad.
He has what?
So GERD,
What's that?
gastro
GERD.
esophageal reflux disease.
Oh.
But it's either that or like I think it's GERD. But
Yeah.
basically, if he eats too much or something like that, or drinks like a protein shake, too much food, and then lays down, his mouth will start watering really bad, and he'll literally have to go like, not even throw up, like it just like pouring, like it's basically
Okay,
refluxing up.
That's interesting because it's similar to what I experienced when my thing gets really bad, where my mouth starts overly salivating and then I'll gag. But
Yeah.
but it doesn't happen when I lay down. It only helps if I lay down.
It's basically like
Standing
he might just
up
have
makes it worse.
acid reflux because GERD is more
He has
like it
acid
happens
reflux.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically like the acid in your stomach leaks out up into your esophagus and then it'll backflow basically all the way up to your throat.
But he also has specific triggers. Like it happens.
yeah,
when he
yeah,
eats
yeah. But it's so
fake-
funny
a
because
bunch
like
of-
I can't help but laugh because he is a little bit like dramatic too, but he'll be like, oh God, and like over the toilet, and I just hear like liquid pouring out of his mouth. All right, I have to get off because I have to get on a phone call in literally 1 minute. But
Okay.
I'll just get up and you guys can finish it off. But love you
Well,
guys.
we
See
can
you later.
probably end it here.
Love you.
Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Make sure you tap the link in the description or scan the QR code so you can download Superhuman on Apple. Hopefully it's out for Android too. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.
We love
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.